Even as the startup ecosystem in India, US, and elsewhere grows with crazy salaries, there's still a big demand among graduating students and professionals alike for big tech companies or FAANG companies such as Facebook, Google, Amazon, Apple, etc. What are the reasons people are chasing FAANG jobs? We'll find out in this video. Hi folks, welcome back to my channel where I talk about careers and life in tech. If you're new here, my name is Divya Thakkar and I'm a program manager lead at Google, and I've mentored dozens of people to get their dream jobs, and it's my hope to do the same for you through this channel. For this video, I spoke to my friends and colleagues working in FAANG companies and asked them what motivated them to join these companies. And of course, it has a dash of my own experiences as someone who's been working in FAANG companies for over half a decade now. And here are the top 6 reasons why people want to work in FAANG companies according to my own survey. Number 1, social signaling and prestige. I found that people found it very valuable to work in FAANG companies because these were products that were used by their friends and families, and hence everyone would know where they're working at, and there was this prestige associated with working in a big company. Many of the folks that I spoke to also came from smaller towns, and hence it was a big matter of pride and prestige for their own families to talk confidently about their kids that they're working in this FAANG company. Along with getting extra social capital with friends and families, it also seemed like working in a FAANG company would accentuate their own intellectual abilities in front of their colleagues. Going to a FAANG company was leveling the playing field for them because that is where a lot of their peers and colleagues who went to Ivy Leagues or IITs would be considered really smart, and hence going there would also mean the same for them. Number 2, perks and pay. Goes without saying that FAANG companies were viewed very positively because of their extremely high salaries or competitive salaries. And this was especially true for new grads, where a FAANG company visiting their campus would be the top paying employer and hence was looked on very favorably. And the fact that they were viewed as high paying company was an extra social signal which contributed further to number 1 that we spoke about. People also loved all the free stuff or the perks that came with these jobs, be it international offsites, free food, campuses with games, massage points, and very importantly, swag. All of these were reasons that people favored working in big tech companies. Number 3, potential for immigration. This was both surprising and unsurprising to me, especially for Indians, in the way that a lot of people looked at FAANG companies favorably because they thought there was a potential to immigrate out to countries where they thought they had an aspirational lifestyle. So places like US, UK, other places in Europe were looked at favorably, and FAANG companies provided a pathway to go and immigrate there, even for short durations if they wanted to. And this was validated because they heard a lot of stories about their college seniors or their friends who were immigrating out with these companies. And of course, the CEOs of many of these top companies are people who've moved out from India, so that was like a big aspiration for them too. Number 4, depth of technical problems. This was very interesting to me because a lot of people equated the difficulty of the interview process or how competitive it's to get into these companies with how complex problems that they'd get to work on once they join these companies. So people spoke about both the technical complexity of the problems that they'd get to work with, be it in terms of infrastructure, system architectures, and so on and so forth, and also the scale of the problems that they'd get to work with. So this could be on the lines of working with products that would actually impact millions of billions of people, and they would feel very happy that their technical contributions or even non-technical contributions would lead to making this product work for real people, and these real people are in the order of billions or millions, which was very exciting to the people that I spoke to. Number 5, culture and work-life balance. A lot of people that I spoke to mentioned that startups are not known for providing work-life balance, and for them to be able to do what they like apart from work, they wanted some work-life balance, and hence FAANG companies were a better option. Similarly, a lot of people also spoke about the chill, laid-back, liberal culture of these tech companies where they could bring their whole selves to work and just have a good time with their colleagues who they related with on cultural levels too. Number 6, growth options. So FAANG companies were seen as big safety options for growth. 1, growth on the internal company where you had defined ladders and you could just grow directly onto these ladders if you worked hard enough. And 2, if you were to even exit these FAANG companies, it's such a big safety net because your ex-Amazonian or ex-Googler or ex-Apple employee tag would help you with getting further opportunities. I also heard a lot of anecdotal evidence where people spoke of their colleagues who became like directors or VPs at startups after having worked at FAANG companies for 3 years. So there's a big draw and safety associated with the growth through these FAANG companies. And a lot of people who wanted to grow in these FAANG companies were inspired by the likes of CEOs who had grown inwards into these companies, which was very exciting to them as well. All right, so those were some of the advantages of working in FAANG companies, but I think everyone should do their own research to figure out what are the companies that would align with their own set of values and aspirations and choose one that works best for them. There are several disadvantages to working in FAANG companies as well, and we'll talk about those in our next video. If you thought that was useful, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it.